Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, custom chaos? One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Booster juice, freshly made, your way.
Good evening, everyone. Happy to be joining you for draw number 6, the final draw of the round robin here at the Saville Grand Prix in Edmonton, Alberta at the Saville Community Sports Center. Jim Nix with Terry Corbin calling the game for you today, and Connor Sims working in the background. Hopefully keeping us up to date on everything that we need to be kept up to date on. Tonight we got Cameron and Skrlik. Terry, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Skrlik is just, I think, using these these spiels for exhibition games, as I call it, because they have a spot in the Canadian Olympic trials, and they'll want to be gearing up for that. I mean, as much as you want to win and play your best, I think they've got a process involved here, and every little step is a part of that process to play in the Canadian Olympic trials. Whereas Kate Cameron, I mean, she's coming off of a really kind of uncharacteristic event last week, but they are 3-0 here. This is more the Kate Cameron team that I think I've expected, so we should be in for a good one. Cameron 3-0, Skrlik 2-1. This is a must-win for Team Skrlik, because I don't think 2-2 is going to get you anywhere close to a playoff spot. And Kate Cameron, I mean, she'll be playing for that 4-0 and a better chance at having Hammer in the playoff round.
Yeah, sure thing. Good rundown there. And yeah, 2-2 last week. One of the teams did sneak into the playoffs at 2-2, but generally speaking, I think you're right. And here we have 24 teams, I think it is, and
yes,
it's a big field, so I doubt that 2-2 would get you in here either. So neither one of these teams made the playoffs last week, so both are having at least a little better weekend so far this weekend. So
yeah, and as of last count, I think there was 4 teams potentially able to be 4-0, maybe even 5. I can't remember. We talked about it there this afternoon, but anyway, 4 or 5 teams were in the running to be undefeated.
Okay. So we're underway, and we've got, who do we have with Hammer? Cameron having Hammer here in the first end. It's good to know because we called the whole first end almost this morning before we got it right. So it was, we couldn't figure out. We were playing, it was like literally 2 rocks to go, and Matt said to me, he said, I think we got to backtrack on why everybody's playing the shots they're playing. So anyway, we got it straight. So I think we're pretty good right out of the gate here.
That's good.
Yeah, that's always good. Yeah, really important when you're playing, but even just about as important when you're broadcasting if people want to know what's going on. So this is a strategy I'm seeing a lot this weekend and a little bit last weekend, where the team with Hammer, they end up with this situation. You get the guard out and come around, then the red comes around or whatever sits there, and then they split the house on the
yes,
on the next shot versus coming in and setting up that little bit of a what would you call it? That little checkerboard almost pattern where the rocks are stacking on each other. So seen that a lot this weekend. So it'd be interesting to see if that's something teams keep as the year goes on.
Well, I mean, you know, the old theory when you don't have last rock, you'd like to play into the middle, and conversely, if you have Hammer, you'd prefer to be playing, you know, out in the wings and coming around corner guards, but the other team isn't going to let you, and you're not overly confident, you know, going to be a little bit aggressive. I mean, we found that this afternoon where, you know, kind of was like, I don't really want to be that aggressive, and so I'll play a more defensive shot here. But yeah, it's whatever kind of you're comfortable with, and the sad part about, you know, that shot there is that it bounced off, which that's how you get in trouble.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, that, you know, as you mentioned, you know, the middle and the outside sort of thing is not as true as it once was, but we lived and died by that for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Strategy and everything else, but now it's just we don't see that quite as much. But it's sort of making a comeback here, doing a little retro thing happening here this weekend. So anyway, nice little shot there by second stone Taylor McDonald for Team Cameron. Team Cameron curls out of Saint Adolphe.
Yep.
Adolphe,
Yep.
Manitoba.
I think it's yeah.
I don't know if you pronounce the E or not. Might be just Saint Adolphe.
Yeah. Now didn't Taylor once play third?
She did last year, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if it's last year. It just seems to me I remember her playing third.
Well, yeah, because Brianne Harris, as we know, was off for a period of time and came back and kind of joined up with this team in the third week of March. Like I read this yesterday before the event started, and I don't even know if she actually played any last year. But she moved into the third position now on this team. So she struggled a little bit yesterday. The game I did her there, just she had a little trouble with draw weight. But, again, it's early in the year for everybody. And for somebody that hasn't played very much over the last couple of years, it'd be just that little bit more difficult to kind of get your feel back and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So looking for playing the double here, Cameron.
I think she is, yeah.
Yep. Taylor's a good thrower. She's been around for a little while, played with a few different teams, and I really like the way she throws rocks. She's pretty solid, pretty consistent. Most of these people are, but there's a few that I just really like the way they throw it.
This is close.
Yeah, really close. She's got two and one. She took two of the oppositions and one of her own. Some might argue she made a triple, but
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a good trade, eh?
Yeah, you could see it coming down. It was like they just about didn't curl enough. It just had to get that. If it curls another half an inch or 3/4 of an inch, she probably saves that one. But she got rid of the two reds. That was the primary goal.
Now it'll be interesting to see whether Kayla is calling for the double or just kind of the nose or not the nose, but the hit and just flop.
Sure, yeah.
Did we lose a sweeper?
Yeah, they are playing. This team's playing one player short today.
Oh, okay.
Actually, maybe even for the whole weekend. Margot Fleming, their regular third, is not playing in this game. We're not 100% sure why.
Oh, okay.
Shout
out to the audience.
Yeah, it's somebody might know. It sounds like she might have a little bit of an injury or something like that going on because they played last week and this week, and she's missed a few games, I guess. Shannon Clyburn coaches this team, so she's probably
why
come back and play.
Yeah. Yeah. Why doesn't she throw the slider on? And I'm willing to bet she can still throw it. May not be able to feel like she can sweep, but I mean.
Well, she was a skip most of the time too, right?
That's right.
At a time when skips didn't even really have to sweep, or people would prefer they didn't sweep. One of the two.
Jimmy, I still don't sweep.
Yeah, I expected that to be the case, but I didn't want to go there.
Hey, why not? We gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah. Man, she's got the house split pretty good here right now. For a little hit and roll behind the guard, maybe roll all the way over there. That's a long roll. Yeah. But it would be nice to get in that direction just to try to get these rocks grouped a little closer together, maybe escape the potential deuce coming here for Kate Cameron.
You watch some players, go down the ice when the opponent's throwing the rock, Jim, and just to watch it. Well, my team does that so that they can go into the house and sweep it through when it gets to the tee line. They won't even let me do that. So.
Oh no, that's not nice. My team never does that. I'm always going to sweep on the tee line bout. I got a nose hit here.
Yeah. Interesting, that they play inside out on these.
We were talking about this a little bit in the first game. This team was doing that as well, and I was
Yeah.
just saying that, the only team that I can really remember, the real top end teams that played that consistently over the years, and I don't think she's ever really changed, is Jennifer Jones. She's played,
Jones.
yeah, not that she never plays the other shots, but she plays most of the time inside out, I think. And but that's the only person I know that does. Almost everybody else goes outside in as often as they can. And I'm sure
That's a nice
Jennifer can
throw
give you a
by
good reason.
Brienne.
Yeah, real nice.
A little steeper now, so I mean, I think that looks a little better to Kayla's eye because she can now play the roll as well as the double.
Yeah,
Not that she
exactly.
couldn't before, but I just think
That
it
was
sits
tough,
better
yeah.
for your eye. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is a better opportunity for sure. The other one, you're going to have to throw it like really hard. Now you
Yeah.
have to hit about a half or off
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. Before you had to hit about 3/4 with that much more weight just to get
Mhm.
it in that neighborhood. You'll note Jerry Lynn Ramsey holds the room for Kayla Skrlik. Jerry Lynn, she's our East Coast connection in this
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
After many
What
years.
was the lady they played with? The older lady. I say older.
Yeah.
I don't mean any disrespect, but
That'd
from
be
PEI.
Kathy O'Rourke.
Kathy O'Rourke. Yes,
Yeah.
that's who it was. See, there's where we were talking. It's sitting better to her eye.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, that really is.
Still possible to get it out and save your own. You see this one come down. It's just the one sweeper, but doing her best to just kind of hold it straight. I never know exactly what anybody's trying to do with some of these motions they use sweeping now. So, but it's worked out pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, Jerry Lynn played with Kathy O'Rourke the year. Erin Carmody
That's
played
right.
third
That's
through
right.
Six Rocks, and
Yeah.
they had a great run at the Scotties, and
Unbelievable.
yeah. And then I think after that, I think Erin and Jerry Lynn still played together for a couple of years. I don't know when Jerry Lynn moved out west, so not quite sure when that happened, but it's been a while now, so time does seem to go fairly fast, Terry.
Tell me about it. Never did until
Yeah.
until 60 hit.
Yeah. Probably right. Well, I get rid of those 60s in another few days, anyways.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In a week. What date today? 13th. 5 days. I'll be 70 on the 18th.
Wow.
I know. I can't believe it myself. So Kate Cameron now throwing the outturn hit here, trying to find a way to kind of save it and the rock that's in behind, her own that's in behind, but not likely that's going to happen.
No. Yeah, I think she kind of, when they were probably talking, about, this as blank.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
attempted blank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kate had a little trouble with threatening the blank slat yesterday, so.
Yeah, I just realized as it was coming out of my mouth. My God, I'm putting the cart before the horse here.
That's okay. It's hard to roll this one to a place where she's not going to have a shot at the blank for sure.
Wow, exactly.
You could do it, but it's not going to be very easy. You've got roll 4 feet perfectly or 4.5 feet perfectly, and then stop and all that goes with that. She won't be unhappy if she just hits it and makes Kate throw something to blank the end.
And that's the key, making Kate throw a shot for the blank.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you, she came pretty close to making it. That's pretty darn nice.
Yeah.
Let's see, come down again. I'm kind of curious on, I'd like to get somebody to give me an opinion or a thought on that particular sweeping style. So, because it's kind of straight ahead. So to me, it's like, I don't know if what that means. Like, are you sweeping to keep it straight? You're sweeping to make it curl, or just sweeping it because it's light? Although I don't think that would be the case on a shot like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kate's got a little bit of a tough shot here to blank this end. She can certainly make it. She can hit what she needs to see, or she can see what she needs to hit to blank the end. But it's a lot more complicated than it would have been if it just stayed where it was. So nice shot by Kayla Skrlik.
These used to be so automatic for Kate. She just
Yeah.
throws it so good, but she really struggled last week.
Yeah. This
Really
looks pretty
nice
good.
throw here. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice shot by Kate Cameron. Finished one end of play, and we have a no score in this one, and we'll be back right after the break.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting. We'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsocktickets.com. Let's rock!
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsocktickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
We'll finish that next end. So we're back. We got no score. Pretty basic first end, I think, Terry, for the most part.
For sure. I mean, there was something, a little bit percolating there for Cameron, but it depercolated rather quickly.
It's got to be caffeinated or decaffeinated.
That's right.
It's one of those. Anyway, yeah, it was a couple of nice shots by Kayla Skrlik, forced Kate Cameron at least into a more difficult shot than she probably thought she was going to have to blank that, but she made it no problem at all. So it's great.
Her first one was the key. She, got the roll all the way over to the Cameron Stone, and it was going to be really difficult for Cameron to remove it, keep her shooter, and the rock that was behind there. So she made the what we'll call the double.
Yeah.
And then again, Skrlik made a really nice shot. Got what would you say that at least 3/4 buried, and
yeah, it was for sure. Yeah, no, really great shot. And you're right, Kate was certainly in a great position to get two there until Skrlik makes that 8-foot roll, something like that. So anyway, underway here in this end, and Skrlik's got a guard up, and she'll take that one out and hopefully stay on the wings. She will. Kate Cameron now going to play the hit on the rock out in the 12-foot. I don't know what her hand signals are. That's probably something like a kind of a normal weight hit. So I'm not great on the numbers system, but for hits, but this would probably be like about a 9.5 or something like that, probably.
Yeah, I would say that it's a control hit, but I mean, unlike you, I mean, everybody has similarities, and then there's teams that have no similarities to the way we would call our weights.
Yeah. Sort of had to get to the point where I at least had some idea what they're talking about when they talked about it. Just because so many people are using it now, but I still don't. If somebody said, "Well, go throw a 9 or something," I'd have to start trying to convert that to board or control or whatever it is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, what killed me was, as somebody who was teaching curling there for many years, you're telling them to be precise and all that stuff. And then I don't know who it was, Botcher or whoever it was. Easy. Oh, Cooey, I think it was. Just easy. Well, what the heck's easy? Come on.
No, you're right. A lot of the guys do that. Not a lot. Well, quite a few of the teams do that. The guys in Manitoba too, like McEwen and those guys. Are lots of time they're kind of like a easy normal and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, what's that? But they all seem to get it. Doesn't really matter what system you use, as long as everybody on your team understands it. Doesn't matter if the broadcasters and anybody else knows.
That's true.
As long as they know what they're supposed to throw, it's fine. But it is interesting that they don't break it down quite the same way, and not quite as doesn't seem quite as precise. But for them, it works. So.
Well, and speaking of precise, when oh my God, now Dave Netowin's team, Randy Furby, when they started the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I very rarely do. I shouldn't say. I don't hear it that often anymore. You do for like when you're throwing guards. Like somebody will yell, "What do you want?" Oh, a 2 or a 3. But I don't hear many teams saying 4, 5, 7, 8. We've kind of reverted back to it's a little warm, and I mean that doesn't tell you a whole lot.
No, that's a very interesting comment actually, because I hadn't thought about that, but now that you say it, I agree. There's not nearly as many that are rattling off the numbers the way that they were for quite a while, and it hasn't really been replaced by anything. It's just they've just kind of gotten rid of it, and like you say, gone back a little bit more to top 8, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So, the number system had a place, so it certainly was. It
really
wasn't a bad system for teaching younger teams, like so they communicate and force them to communicate a little more than just like, well, it's there, It's like, what's that? It's there mean exactly? It means, well, might hit the hack, but it's there.
It's there.
It's there. All that meant was that we don't have to sweep it because it's somewhere between what I wanted to throw and more than that. So. Anyway, better get back at her here. Taylor McDonald with her final rock. She will peel the high guard. Skrlik with, she's going to go up front again. She will.
Yeah. I used to play with a guy, and he would yell out. He'd yell down, "I want to go." Well, then go. Like, Or I got to go line. I don't want to go.
Yeah, it is funny how. Yeah, I still get that sometimes in club curling. We have a sort of half-ass competitive team in club curling, but we're not the way we used to be when we lived in Ontario, where it was like live and die and scream as loud as you can. Right. I went back to Ontario for my first time after moving here way back 30 years ago or something, and I thought, is this the way we acted when we were in Ontario? These guys, everybody we played in the Whig Standard in Kingston, and everybody we played it, I think, thought they were going to like go to the Briar. And I'm like, these guys aren't. I got my high school team from Kingston when I lived there. Half of them haven't thrown in 10 years, and we're as good as most of these teams. And these guys act like they're literally going to the Briar or something. It ain't happening, boys. Anyways, but yeah, no, it's it's kind of fun when you work with guys, and sometimes it's like you say, everybody's, it's light. Well, they holler it's light to you 2 or 3 times. It's like, well, just sweep. Like, I don't need I don't know why you don't sweep. Like, you don't need me to say anything other than sweep. It's like, Anyway, and these are pretty good. I get some guys that are young guys that have pretty good sweepers, but they're afraid to get going. Great shot. Yeah. It's funny. You'll see it again here. And she didn't throw didn't throw like a 6 or something like this. She threw a pretty nice controlled up kind of takeout weight. Nice shot by Brianne Harris.
The good part is that the shooter does roll off to the side to the point that Kayla says I'd like to get rid of that. That's I think
that's interesting.
Yeah, an interesting call.
I'm not sure I would ever do this, Terry. Do you think it's like a couple feet off? It's not even. It's still guarding the edge of the 4 foot, for goodness sake. So I just a bit surprised myself. Anyways, that's
So what happens, like if you knows it, like,
yeah,
or heaven forbid, roll it even into the
yeah.
onto the other side, like.
I would just think that I'd go around that. Now, maybe, who knows? Maybe part of that is just, you don't want to wear out one sweeper all the time. If you had an end like this, you can
Yep.
maybe coast a little bit. Who knows? But a bit of an odd call, in my opinion. Pretty defensive call. More call that you're going to see when you're up a couple points. But anyway.
And it's late in the end, too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. It's like, you're not going to get in a lot of trouble. Just duck around that thing and stay above the tee line. And, you might get a force, or you might even steal one. So. Anyway.
Well, that would be mine, trying to force.
Yeah. Yeah. Rather than just kind of hand the blank to the other team here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, so Cameron, draws to the wing, and this forces now. I'd be interested if, I was going to say, if she noses it and it's not on the rings, whether Kate would say, you know what, I'm going to try and play for my deuce. I mean, I don't think she will, because I think she prefers the hitting game over the draw game a bit, but those are just my thoughts.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good point. It might be close enough that she still doesn't want to leave it there, but it'd be interesting. So Kayla Skrlik now. Two sisters on this team, if you haven't figured that out by now. Kayla and Ashton. Kayla's not very old, but she's been a couple of Tournament of Hearts, I think. A couple of Scotties. Sister Ashton on this one. Trying to get the little roll on. And she will. Oh, she might not. She might go all the way across and out. Maybe. Nope. Gonna hang around. Good shot.
Yeah, this team, Skrlik, they have not only a spot in the Canadian Olympic trials, but they've already pre-qualified for the 2026 Scotty Tournament of Hearts, which happens to be just down the road from me in Mississauga.
Okay.
And they're in a Grand Slam event here in a couple of weeks, I think. I lose track of my dates, so it's not next weekend. I think it's the weekend after.
Okay.
Which is just down the road for me in London, Ontario. And
so
I think they're in the Tier 1 event, which is just outside of London.
Yeah, so you said the Scotties in Mississauga. Where are they playing that?
Geez, you know what? I don't know what it's called now.
Okay.
Because I think it used to be called the Powerade Center.
Oh, okay.
Or was that Brampton?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I was just curious. Yeah. I didn't,
yeah.
So Cameron playing the hit here. Would like to stay. Doesn't look like she's going to. Slide out. Not really a big deal in the case of the Cameron team. The only thing is she might be looking at maybe a little tougher time blank in the next shot. Where do you like to throw this, Terry? Do you have a preference as to where you go with this?
Yeah, my preference is I like to get it, pretty tight to the forefoot, like the center line.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of getting a good read on something that I might need to make a little later on.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Not 100% the same reason. I look at it and think like, well, this is I'm never going to not take a chance to throw a draw to the pin basically for during a game, especially when this situation where you just put it in the house, it's pretty good. And the second reason for me is I just feel like, although it's probably not true as much with teams now, but if you're in the center of the sheet, you got to roll 6 feet to roll this.
That's right.
The shooter.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if that really matters too much anymore. The ISIS conditions are so good, and players are good, and they can all throw it hard. So it's hard to say. It looks like Kayla might help out with the sweeping here a little bit. Nope, she's just going to watch. For those of you thinking of being a skip, that's just exactly how you sweep. Jump in the last 2 or 3 feet just for appearances, and go from there. I don't think she saved Kayla any energy by helping out with that one, but nice draw.
That's right.
Nice drop. So Kate Cameron now. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so I said Powerade Center. Paramount Center is where it is.
All right.
Just as soon as I said it, I go, Powerade, that's not right. That's...
And is that this year Scotties? Like this season Scotties? Okay.
Yeah, it's at the end of January, or last week in January, I believe.
Okay. My daughter's in Toronto, and I might think about getting up there depending on. We have 2 teams there in this year from Nova Scotia, because Christina Black has a guaranteed spot.
Yeah.
And then they'll play for the other spot. Will she get this out? And she will. Good shot by Kate Cameron. That's a little more like what I thought. Yesterday she threw those. I thought she just kind of underthrew a couple of those attempted blanks.
Is that right? Yeah.
Anyway, we have no score still after 2 ends of play here at the Saville Grand Prix, and we will take a short break and be back with you in a minute.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock.
Had vertigo.
Oh yeah? Yeah. So we're back. Third end. Terry, wager, are we gonna have a score here? Got the stand or not?
Yeah, we need
quarters on the commentary booth here. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin my chances of getting into the Hall of Fame.
No, exactly. That's right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, we're due for some like rocks in play. Like,
yeah, the ends have started like we might have some scores, but they seem to get cleaned up about halfway through.
This looks like this looks a little bit more promising. Cameron without or with hammer has decided to go right around.
Yeah, which means I'm pushing my quarter in on a score.
Yeah.
I think in the world of betting, you can bet like about every 4 minutes on everything. So I've never tried. I'm not going to go there, but it's I don't even know how it's ever going to work. I don't know how it works in this sport anyway. It just seems different when you have a sport that people can quit in.
Yeah.
Points. I don't know how that all works, but anyway, whatever.
This one is gonna need a little help from the skipper. Pretty good, looking pretty good.
Yeah, line's pretty good. Well, she took it a little further than I thought she was going to get it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
About half open by the look of it. And Kate Cameron will try to hit that and roll to the open side there.
And the wing, yeah. We just need to make sure she stays in because we don't want Kayla running up to run that red one into the yellow.
Yeah. Yeah, she's up too much already. She's she's probably in pretty good shape, unlike ourselves maybe, but she's regardless, when you're not doing much sweeping and all of a sudden you do a couple for halfway to the house or something, and it takes a little other, just gonna get by that one, and she won't get by that.
So that goes back.
That's right. It's Probably close. Not quite sure it's over as far as it was, but it's really, really close.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
Yeah. On my laptop screen here, I think I could only see half of it before, and now I can see about
Yes.
a little tiny bit more than half. But
Yeah.
anyway, it was good. Usually you can see that, and I don't know about usually. A lot of the times you can see that little ring that where even if the rock just sits there for one shot, you can see the little ring where the rock was. So
And
they were
Kate looked at, down and
Yeah.
kind of put it right where she, thought that ring was. But
Yeah.
and certainly Kayla was not about to, say, hey, no way. I mean, she just nodded. Yep, that's good.
Yeah, and I would think that the two of them should probably be able to see that better than the two of us. So never mind the fact they're right on top of it. Well, I'm just saying. I hate to say it, but that's. I have 3 different pairs of glasses here, though, that I can switch them out depending on which ones I need.
Ones that make it look closer to the center line, and ones that make it look further.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, an outturn hit here for Taylor McDonald, trying to clean things up a little bit.
Yeah, make the double and sit 2. You're not going to make the double. That's a big error.
Yeah, a pretty good opportunity there after the really a miss shot on the one before that. So
exactly.
Interesting to see what Kayla does here.
Yes, we're on. Not a girl.
Saw it now. Just my wife has said some struggle with some thyroid eye disease issues, so she says some double vision, and the cure for that right now, or the thing that she's doing, is she's got 3 pairs of glasses. No joking this time, seriously, 3 pairs of glasses.
Yeah.
And one of them has one lens taped up with like the shade, the Scotch tape, but not the clear tape, and the other one has the other lens taped up, and one of them doesn't have any lenses taped up. So because if she looks out of one eye, she's fine, she sees everything fine, but when both eyes are open, most of the time she gets some double vision, which is they can fight anyway. Long story, but it's kind of funny because I didn't realize at first that it was either either eye she could see fine. She just couldn't see if she had them both open very well.
Oh, really?
And I thought one day, like, I'm sure you taped the other lens on your glasses. And she said, oh, I have both. Then that's the first time I realized that. Oh, okay. As long as you just use one eye, it doesn't matter which one. You're okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I when I was young, I would go cross-eyed, and that's how they first started me off, was with a patch on one eye.
Yeah.
Or one or the other, really.
Yeah. She tried that. She's tried a bunch of stuff. Just started there about a year and a half ago or something. And anyway, it's done some treatments and stuff. Might be getting slightly better, and she's adapted now. She drives and things like that.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't just stand in front of her when she drives. But anybody that doesn't know her.
Good to hear.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's funny. She does get along pretty good with it, so I can't really complain. But it is.
No.
You think about it. If you say to somebody, it's like, well, just imagine. I don't care. Just cover one eye and just look, and all of a sudden you have no peripheral vision on one side, right? So
that's right. Yes.
It's really a challenge. But anyway, so she's adapted to it pretty well, and give her credit for that, because that would be not fun.
So that's 2 shots by Taylor that have not been executed there. I don't know whether she's just popping it, whether she's throwing too much weight.
Yeah. First one for sure was a little bit out, but Skrlik looking for a high guard here. I don't know if that's really, was that the call, Terry?
I didn't think it was, but I mean,
I would have thought it would have been inside of that red one, at least somewhere, maybe.
Yeah.
Sort of almost corner on the yellow, something along that line. So Brianne Harris will be asked to hopefully get rid of a couple of these guards. She's close.
I was just gonna say, that looks like it either is floating, or was she kind of in out of it? But,
Yeah, she does a little bit.
Yeah.
See it here. She does
There,
tend to,
yeah.
yeah, sets it out a little bit. It actually ended up not bad for, well, it's
Yeah,
Skrlik Rock over there, but it's a nice corner guard.
Yeah, you got a corner guard now.
Going back up again for Skrlik. She could consider probably hitting that yellow one, I think, Terry. She could consider taking that out, just rolling across and force into one. Maybe, but...
She could, but she probably heard me, and I said, no, no, no.
Their song, no, no, no. I can't, no good at that.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. No, no, no. Don't do this anymore. So I don't know what it is.
You can tell it's late at night.
It's not that bad. Anyway, yeah. So, well, it's just a much more aggressive call, a much more offensive-minded call, and her rock is in a pretty good place to force Kate into a tough shot to score.
I think that's really what you want, right? You're trying to get her to get rid of that hammer.
Yeah.
This is certainly a good end to really try and push the envelope too, I think. There, that's a better throw. Better release.
Still has a little bit of a...
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
In-out kind of motion there. Surprised. She got rid of the guard. There was a remote chance there that she could have driven that back and maybe been able to get her own to go on the red, but she probably wasn't going to take that chance just because you didn't want to end up with a worse situation in the house, that's for sure. So Kayla Skrlik now probably play the same shot. Just to guard more, just not quite on the center line, just a hair over the center line. Because the out-turn draw is really tough for Kate. Like
really is, yeah.
Yeah. The in-turn draw is there, but either one of them, you gotta be full 4-foot to score. So I think almost no matter where this goes, Kate will be playing some kind of a takeout.
The one thing about curling is I think which is so different than any other sport, is you really have to be honest with each other. I mean, when somebody asks you, I thought I threw that well.
Yeah.
I mean, if they did throw it well and you misroomed it, you gotta go, hey, you threw it well, and that's on me. I gave you too much ice, not enough ice, whatever. Whereas hockey or whatever, you really don't have those conversations, that really, I don't even know what the right words for it are, that challenge you to, say things, to another teammate.
Yeah.
In the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little tougher in hockey when you can't tell somebody, oh, you shot it pretty well. If it's a slap shot or something and it misses the net, it's a little bit hard to say, well, oh yeah, the wind caught it or something, yeah. But yeah, no, I knew what you mean. And you know what? The only time I would argue with that or disagree with that, I think at the competitive level, that's a must. Obviously, you just
it really is,
and it has to be pretty precise. Like you don't have a lot of wiggle room to sort of say too much. You try to pick your words a little bit, just to make sure everybody stays okay. But sometimes at club level, I find sometimes at club curling, people are, and even some of the skiffs have been around for a lot of years. They're just too whatever, not belligerent. They just it doesn't matter, right? It's if somebody says, well, what happened to that? You just, it's okay to say, oh no, you were good. I just, I got to move the broom a little bit for you or something like that. Cause they're only making 30% of the shots if they have a good night. So that's a little different world. That club curling world is a little different than the competitive curling world. So Kayla Skrlik in really good shape here to maybe steal a point here in the third end. After Cameron blanked a couple hands, she can put a good guard on here. Going to force Kate to draw, and she hasn't got a lot of room. That in-turn that I thought she could play, that would be really tough. She's got not much of a 4-foot to draw to there, but that still might be where she has to go. But I didn't think she'd be able to make this hold up for the whole end, Terry. I figured somewhere in here.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Just my concluding comment there in our previous discussion, just about being honest was, I just remember Gallant saying to Gushu, you got to give me 6 more feet.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's kind of, as precise as you're going to get,
Yeah.
but you get a lot of, skips will say, or anybody in the hack will go like, is the path here the same? And oh yeah, I think so. Like,
Yeah.
But that was so definitive. I mean, like I need 6 more feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Kate Cameron forced to play the in-turn draw. She's drawing. She needs pretty much full 4-foot, which means she has to be close without touching either one of those rocks. Not a lot of room. She's got a couple feet to draw to, but no, maybe not even a couple feet. 1.5 maybe to draw to, and that's it.
Yeah, she better get by that yellow stone of hers by a good foot.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the finish here, I mean, again, I just marvel at how good the conditions are here.
So Kate Cameron has it on the way. Sweeper's not doing too much with it yet.
Yeah, this looks like it's got plenty.
Yeah, looks a little heavy.
And gliding really good.
Yeah, it's going to be
finally
back 12. Yeah, we do have a score. Put my quarter in my pocket. I'm good.
I was just going to say, I'll send you that quarter.
All right. Well, no, save it. It'll probably build as the season goes on. Anyway, Cameron picks up, Skrlik picks up one. Big steal of one. Take a 1-0 lead after 3 ends of play here at the Saville Grand Prix. We'll be back right after this.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Helmet, Moet, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock.
Up with it.
Yeah, I forgot all about it. Like, we had a hockey game last night.
So we're back. Welcome everybody that's joined us over the last little bit. Nice to have you along here on Curling Stadium for the Saville Grand Prix. Final round of round robin action. It's kind of interesting, Terry. You've got a bonspiel with this many teams. You only need 6 draws to get everybody 4 games, and that's because there's 10 sheets ice here at the Saville Community Sports Complex.
I know.
Yeah, it just seems so odd when you look at the draw and you've only got 3 draws a day, and I'm like, how can there be only 3 draws? Cripes, there's a bucket load of teams. But anyway, that's how.
Yep.
And this one's been a pretty good one so far, featuring Kayla Skrlik and Kate Cameron. Skrlik did just steal the last end, Terry. Actually ran that end all the way down there pretty well. I didn't think she'd be able to hold on to that guard and rocking the button 4-foot area rather, but she did.
Yes, exactly. And I mean, again, I think she had chances in the second end to kind of try and push the envelope a bit and chose not to. This end, I mean, it was set up a little bit better for her, and I think you can, kind of be a little bit more aggressive, knowing you're playing the fourth end. If you get, if you steal one, great. Cameron still has the hammer, but now you're really forcing her to score 2 here in this even end.
Yeah, big end for her to come back here and certainly get on the board and preferably score a couple. So
yeah.
And we were talking there just as we were off the air there that we were thinking that was probably Kate's first draw. She'd thrown a couple of blank end attempts and pretty much all takeouts. So she was a little heavy on that one, but we can forgive her. Lead Mackenzie Elias is maybe not even lead. I might be at the second stones now, but
yeah.
I don't think. I think this is still the lead stones.
No, this is the last of the lead. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mackenzie puts it in there pretty nicely. This is the spot, and a lot of teams obviously play this strategy now, where even with hammer, you're, again going away from the old adage of whatever outside when you have hammer, because you have to follow this down, or you have to go in there sometimes, as she did. But if the team without hammer can make this one good shot at this point, then they can really make it difficult. It's only just one shot. It's early in the end, but you can make it really difficult for the team with hammer just by making this one really good. Jerry Lynn Ramsey. This one's got to curl a little more. Never quite got there.
Yeah, and this is where I think, they've got to make the shot. I mean, they've now had 3 ends of curling. We're in the fourth end. Where, I mean, if they make that one shot, they can, really turn the tables on Team Skrlik.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think for the most part, I mean, Brianne has and Taylor both, have just kind of, they've made a half shot when, it's where we needed a full shot.
So that one's pretty good.
Yep.
Kayla Skrlik now looking at running these back. Pretty much has to do that. She could draw in there and try to seal one in there pretty good, but it could get really messy for her. So she's going to try to clean it up a little bit, even though she doesn't have hammer. So it does at times seem a little counterproductive. It wouldn't happen later in the game probably, but right now it's early enough in the game. You don't want to play yourself into a great big end. This is Ashton Skrlik. We get the top one, and she'll get them both, sort of. Make contact with both.
Yep.
Unfortunately for her, she put that one perfectly behind the staggered corner guards here. You're going to see this is probably just needs this to curl up a little tiny bit more, Terry.
Yeah.
Not much, eh?
Just not much. Now, again, probably is going to eliminate the blank end with it being behind there. So, I mean, Kate needs to go big time on offense.
So she's going...
She's going to try and chisel the one on the top of the forefoot or top of the button over in behind there and roll the shooter to where the broom side. These are hard shots.
Yes, yeah, it really is. We had one yesterday that was sort of a split that I thought, well, that's going to be not very easy, but let's see how she gets along with it. It's heavy enough to take that one right out if it hits it too much. Kind of did what she wanted, I think, eh?
She did exactly what she wanted to do, and I mean that was the difficulty. There is, I don't know how you don't leave,
Yeah.
a pretty easy double.
Yeah, it's kind of a double and maybe even roll up and in behind the corners there. She might even be able to get all three, to be honest, Terry.
Yes, she may.
I haven't got my Russ Howard angle iron thing here to check it out, but
yes.
but she's definitely got a possibility of making them all.
Mm-hmm.
Ashton's final rock here in the fourth end. Her final rock. Needs to curl a little
This is
more.
close, real close. Oh.
Well, definitely the triple was there because that had to just hit a half an inch thinner, and she had it, and she would have still got the same result from the others. Anyway, good shot. And not a horrible situation still for Kate Cameron. She's got second shot. She'll have shot here in a minute. Probably sit two in a minute. So she's not.
Yeah, and I'm sure she wants to kind of get right behind that, and so that she doesn't leave the potential of a double. If she can get a little bit of a flop, ooh,
she may not hit it.
Ooh.
Not a good shot for Brianne for sure.
No. I mean, the saving
just under
grace
through
is,
it, eh? Just really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, she was off for a while, so it might take a little while to kind of get some of that feel back. But anyway, either way, misses this one. Skrlik now with a chance to just not completely get out of this end, but take a big stride into getting out of this end. Leaves the corner. Cameron will probably still come around the corner after this, but for now, she has to hit it. And this is actually Ashton Skrlik's last rock in the fourth end. Not often you get two last rocks in one end, but I gave her two, so this one might not go anywhere either.
Yeah, this is not. Yellow's sitting second shot. A gift.
Yeah, not a great shot for Skrlik squad either. Two in a row.
Yeah.
Each team having one that didn't go their way, so Brianne Harris will no doubt throw a little more weight on this one.
Sweepers are just kind of gently sweeping, and now they're trying to carve it.
Okay, still going to be a double there, though.
Leave a double back, yeah.
Better throw a little better weight there on that shot, too. So, So Kayla Skrlik now with trying to decide, do you hit this and just flop on top of the other one, or do you actually go for the double? I think you pretty much have to go for the double on this.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
For these guys, it's a pretty simple double. If it ever curls up too much, it might still make the little hit on top, but I think you go for the double. And
yeah, third of a rock by the looks of it.
Yeah.
The angles that we actually see on the overhead make it look a little different. She'll just, Kayla will throw her out turn at this.
Yep.
I mean, I suppose you could hit and go over, just hit it a little bit too thick and go over the top, and your shooter rolls out but you still make the double, but Kate would still be forced to, play a draw shot. So
yeah. This is
wow.
That was very, very close to no contact.
Yes.
See it again here.
A little surprised.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was anywhere close to missing it. I thought she was fine until the camera angle switched, and we're like, whoops, maybe not.
Yeah. So now this is, I mean, and again, yes, I think this is where your practice shots, start to really make a difference. Good ice at the start of the game and get a few reads, and so you would actually expect her to have the right ice here, and so now it's just a question of being able to execute the weight.
Yep. Who do you think shot rock here, Terry?
I believe it's yellow.
Okay, so she's actually going to be drawing to set 2.
Set 2, yeah. I think she's. I would put I'd push my quarter in on that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Again, you want to be deep enough that because if you're heaven forbid you were just top 8 foot, she may and buried, she could still come around it. So I think you want to make sure you're every bit a full 8 foot.
Those are jumping this one hard. She was heavy the last time when she threw her last one.
Yes.
So I think she's going to be okay here, though.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it dive. No, she's not there.
Oh, she's definitely not.
Oh, Kate.
So draw weeds are still a bit of a mystery for Kate Cameron. She's had one heavy, one light. I'm sure she'll get it figured out, but in the meantime, Kayla Skrlik has a chance to hit and stay and force Kate Cameron to make one for a single. Yeah, you can't miss those ones at this level. That's just an open draw to bite the 8 foot is pretty simple, but so in the intern, both these teams playing a lot of inside-out shots in this game. At least on the ones they definitely want to stay on.
Yeah.
Gonna Skrlik. I'm gonna have to sweep that a little bit. Looked like she kind of got that maybe a little
softened it a bit.
A little bit, but she's okay. It's hard to tell how much weight they have on it at the start.
I know.
Yeah, until you get to see really where it is. So, nice shot for Kayla Skrlik now, and Kate Cameron will opt to play a takeout. Some people would draw in this situation. But
drawing all day, yeah. But I mean, after you've missed 2 draws, I mean, your confidence is probably a little bit shattered.
Yeah. And we know her well, and we know that she's certainly an excellent hitter. So she's got everything to kind of tell you that for her, the right shot here is to play the hit. So.
Yep.
Just pretty control-ish kind of weight on this. Might not stay.
She's got a curl.
And they're working hard. Can she get it out? Might.
She's out. She doesn't. No, it's 1 red.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think it's 1 red.
We'll have another look here and just see before they take it out of the way. They may not take it out of the way. Maybe. Might measure, yeah. And looks like they're going to measure here. So we'll hang on while they do the measure, and then we'll take a little break after that. Actually, it's the 4th end, so they might be taking a break anyway.
Yes.
Zoom in. Probably don't have the ability to zoom in from the top, so.
We had some great shots there last week, and where they got right over it, and we could see the needle and everything.
Wow,
it was awesome.
So Brianne Harris now, and I don't know, must be Jerry Lynn on the other side of it. They're not taking any time anyway. They're going to do it quick.
It might be yellow because it certainly looked Oh yeah, it's yellow.
It's yellow.
Yeah. Good for Kate.
Yeah. So that'll be a 2 for that end. Was that what that was in at the end of
No,
it?
just one.
Just one?
Just
Oh,
one.
yeah, right. She was hitting against 2. So,
Yeah.
So after 4 ends of play, we have a 1-1 tie here at the Saville Grand Prix. And we'll be right back after the break.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
Scores.
So we're back here for a minute or two, just seeing what's happening during the 4th end break. Some of the teams take a break, some don't. Looks like they will here, so we will probably run another series of commercials and be back to you right after that.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushue, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and off-parade curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock!
Good day, guys. Everybody, we're back. We're back for the start of the 5th end. Just before we do so, we're going to give you a little rundown, I guess, rather, on the current scores out here. And we've got Hanson and McNamee. And we're just trying to figure where they are. And they are tied up at 3 after 4 ends. And we've got DeSchiffert and Sluchinski. Got DeSchiffert up 2-0. And probably playing the 4th, I think. Our game is, we know it, tied up at 1, and Richards is leading Miura 2-0 in the 4th. Hafley is leading Steele 5-0 after the 4th, and Wang is over Kitazawa 2-0. Reese Hansen has a big lead on Theveno at 7-1. And Park, big lead on Hilker at 7-0. And that's all of them. You can find all those scores when you go to Curling Zone, by the way. You can go there and find the event, find the scores, and along with a whole bunch of other information. If you've been there and you haven't subscribed yet to the site, please do so. On the YouTube site, it's a big help to us as we plan and try to bring you as many events as we can throughout the year here on Curling Stadium. 1-1, Terry, after 4.
Yes, land of opportunity has kind of been negated here. Kate had a really good chance there for deuce, and she gave Kayla Skrlik 2 chances to get out of the end, and Kayla took it. And then Kate was forced into taking one and elected to play the hit, and rolled almost too far. It required a measurement, but Kate's team scored the 1, and we're tied 1-1. And now we'll see what Skrlik can do with her hammer as she gets the hammer for the first time, given the first 4 ends Kate had it. So looking forward to seeing how Skrlik manages, to try and get a deuce going.
Yep. So Ashton Skrlik on the brush here. Playing the freeze to the yellow. Pretty nice shot by Jerry Lynn Ramsey.
Yeah. So do you think there's any advantage, Jim, when you're playing when you're throwing 3 rocks?
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like there's a definite advantage to that. I don't know if the advantage is worth the lack of the 4th person, to be honest, in terms of sweeping and everything else that goes with that. But I just can't understand how there couldn't be an advantage, to be honest, that you're throwing 3 every end.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel. And I think that's not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons why so many of the events that we have, there will be a number of teams that play with 3. Sometimes they'll play a whole bonspiel with 3. They're not going to play the whole year with 3, but they're going to play a bonspiel with 3. Part of that's not knowing who you might be able to get to spare for you, but I think it's also, are we better off with 3 that we know and having them throw another rock than we are with somebody else? And I think there's an advantage there. I just wouldn't want to do it on a regular basis, especially the front end person. They'd have nobody to talk to. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I think it's tough. That's a good shot.
Oh, it really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were really discussing. I think the sweeper, who would have been, I guess, Ashton, I think her broom hit the rock.
Okay.
As it came to rest, maybe,
Yeah.
because if it didn't, I mean, I'm not sure why they wouldn't, just pull the rock.
Yeah. So Skrlik, don't know why this surprises me, but it just surprised me a little bit. Just going out to peel everything off, and probably for her, a blank end is a pretty good result this end if she could get to that. So Ramsey with her. Yeah.
Really would have liked to touch that. that second rock.
Yeah, Jerry Lynn's final rock. So the guard's going to go back up here for Kate Cameron.
an intern draw / guard.
Looks like she's trying to get just inside the red.
Yeah.
Well, it's an easy task to get rid of both these, just a matter of which way you want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
She is
I
red.
would be going that way, yeah.
The red into the yellow, or the yellow into the red.
I'd do the red into the yellow.
I would too, because you might end up getting a little more out of it.
Yeah.
Possibly hit a half, or maybe not a little less than half a rock. Might spin it into the ring somewhere.
Yeah.
And you're red, so Jerry Lynn coming down to have a look as well. And Ashton's usually the second stone, doesn't usually get to throw these mate stones, so she's just going to stay where she is. Wait till somebody tells her what to throw.
That's right. Yeah.
Good thinking, Ashton. They're going to go
my
the other way now.
My talent. My talent isn't required down there.
No, and you can tell she's ready. We're not going to. So did they finally decide? I think they finally decided they're going to go red on the yellow.
Yeah, I think so.
It's going to be interesting if this comes up. If this comes up to about what, just shy of no, she may end up getting all the yellows in the house and leave 2 reds.
Yes.
Sure hasn't got very much ice. If it curls at all, it won't make the shot that we're thinking that she's going to try to make. Well, I'd say she's on the broom, because that's exactly where the broom was. Jerry Lynn trying to hold it a little bit straight. No.
Yeah, that's not the outcome you really wanted. Now they're staggered.
Not at all, no. Oof. I think it was, to me, either she didn't throw it as hard as Skipper wanted, or she just didn't give her any ice. So I thought she threw it really good. It sure looked like she was right on the broom, if anything else, and maybe just not quite one of those two things. Either just not enough ice or not enough weight. Something was, because it really wasn't close to the side she was trying to hit it on. She's in trouble now, I think, Terry.
Exactly. Kate wants a nice high stone. I mean, she doesn't want to move these staggered guards for sure. She's gonna just come up. Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Fine. I don't really. Well, I guess maybe it does prevent a little bit of a. If it wasn't there, you could get rid of both the guards and roll out as well. Now it might be hard to get rid of everything. Although you could come really, really close just by hitting that right where the broom is.
Well, I mean, again, like you said on the previous shot, not a lot of ice here.
No.
You almost look at the ice and you go, like, she's trying to hit it on the low side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, probably about as good as she was going to get out of that, to be honest. It looks like Ashton can throw some big weight, but not maybe the really, really big weight kind of thing that you'll see some of the teams throw at that kind of a shot. I don't think it's a great setup for her now, but at least it's there's a red one out front that she might be able to use if she has to. But a good setup for Cameron. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the setup for Cameron.
Yeah.
She just threw this, if I'm not mistaken, this guard, so the weight shouldn't be an issue. Or this went hard right out of her hand, and now they're just managing it. And they've done that well.
Yep. Well, I don't know if there's... You can certainly run the yellow back on the yellow on the red onto onto the other one, but that may not, you'll end up with shot rock probably, but it still might not be great. There might be 2 yellows in there and a chance for them to hit and sit 3 or something like that. But I'm thinking she's probably trying to get one of the yellows and one of the red guards too. Terry, would that be probably what or do you think she's running straight back?
I think she's trying to run it straight back, to be honest. But
yeah, she might be.
she's on the high side, though. Yeah, no. And she's going to hit the red one, too.
Yeah. She didn't hit enough of that. She needed to hit, even to get what she wanted, she had to hit more than that. But
yeah. Now Kate just kind of replaces it, I think.
Yeah.
But you know what? Good that they're looking at, all the possibilities. I mean, they're looking at some shots that, certainly not all teams would play, but I think it's important that, you kind of look at what she has to run in.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have to do that because you assume if you make this good, that might be all she has. So at least make sure that that's what you want to leave her, and not, if that's what you decide, that's okay. That's what we have to leave her. Well, that's fine, but make sure that you're at least, that that's there, and that's probably what she's doing. So.
Well, and you can argue that Cameron's got 3 stones left to play. But I mean, again, if you talk about it, whether it's on seconds rocks or even vices rocks, you know that come skips rocks, it might be there, and it might, like you say, that might be all you have, but at least you've seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
You've identified it as a sometimes you identify them as hopes and prayers, but
yeah.
And if I'm throwing it, it's a lot of hoping and a lot of praying, but.
Yeah.
So Kate's first one here.
Yeah, throwing up the guard again.
In-turn guard.
This one looks like it could curl a lot to me.
Yeah, they finish so good though.
Well, she's gonna be okay.
So she has left her the yellow, red, yellow.
Yeah. She might be forced to play that just because she's got, she's either got her long red one run back into there, which is not very easy because there's as good a chance you're running on your own as you're running on theirs. This shot should be relatively easy to make. The problem is just where everything ends up when it's all done, right?
Well,
Kate only has one more rock.
I know, but I think the problem that Skrlik's, kind of they're talking about is we're running one of their rocks into one of their rocks into one of our rocks.
Yeah.
And literally, I mean, they could be, they may not be shot, but they could be sitting 2-3, and I can never see that red one popping out, but I mean, it could, I guess.
Well, I'm with you on that. I don't know that it could pop out, but like very far. I guess it could. What could happen is the yellow outside the rings and the yellow bite in the 8-foot could move just enough that when the red bounces a little tiny bit off the one in the 4-foot, that the red's wide open, and that would be disaster then for Skrlik. So.
Yes. But this is no gimme here running your red rock. I mean, you could easily take out your own red and leave them sitting buried. And so,
we'll see. And she's going out with this with some weight too. Like, it's not like, but even if you make this, Cameron's going to have that whole side to come around again. I don't know. This is a scary shot for me.
Well, and you're making it to hit the top that yellow one that's in the top of the 8 foot. So
Okay, yeah.
this is a lot quieter than I ever thought that she was playing it. This is not close.
No. So I don't hate the weight, but it obviously wasn't the ice for that weight. Like it just, the weight with the broom she put down, you figured you had to be throwing at least probably hack to board weight sort of thing.
Yeah. So I mean, right now I think all she's got is that yellow, yellow, red, yellow shot that we talked about there, that they actually talked about as well. So it's just a question of now. Are you throwing the guard on the center line?
Well, I think you are, because I just don't know what else you've got. It's hard to come in there with another rock and put it in any place productive, right? Like you can put it in there, you might set up a double, whatever. You slide to the back of the 4 foot to give them an easier draw.
Yeah.
Right now, I think that there's not a lot of danger for either team, really. Actually, there's not even a lot of danger for Skrlik unless she plays another crazy wild shot or something. But she might have to give up a point. But in the fifth end, that wouldn't be horrible. I mean, you're down 1 playing 6 with. That's not so bad. Rather than play something that could be really, really risky, is what I'm getting at. But
yeah.
We saw another one today. We talked about this before, Terry, where these shots, just so many people don't take enough ice on these shots. They really end up guarding. They throw a guard that doesn't guard anything when you look at the actual path of the stone that it'll take to make the next shot for the opposition. And we saw that in the game today with the Japanese squad against we were playing Reese Hansen, I think, and there was 2 guards that they both teams threw were they literally didn't guard anything, and that seemed to be exactly where they wanted them. So she's playing a hit here.
Out.
Yeah, I wonder when Brianne looked like she was settled down there, but
I honestly don't get that shot, just because I think now that gives Kayla the opportunity not only to play the run in, but you could also just play the draw now, the outturn draw.
Yeah, and just move it 2 feet.
Yeah.
What you're thinking, yeah.
Yeah, a little surprised.
Or don't move it if you don't want, but I mean, you could throw it with just back button, back 4, and move it enough, or you make that with the brooms at the end, probably. Anyway, they're not going to play that, so they much prefer the yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow shot.
Yep.
It does, admittedly, it doesn't look like it's a real difficult shot, but there's more of a gap between those 2 top ones than it looks like it on the long shot there. And if it's off by a half an inch up there, you're not going to make whatever it is you're trying to make. So, a bit surprised. But very surprised. I'm like you. I'm very surprised by Kate's shot. I'm not quite sure what the plan was there. I probably to roll and sit 2 somehow or other, but seemed like there was a lot easier ways to do it if you were going to do it than that. So Kayla Skrlik now, she gets bang, 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 and she will almost get 2. Wow, that would have been amazing if that had made that. Yeah, you want to take this, Terry?
Yeah, this is a really good throw. A lot of heat coming down the bowling alley, as I would say, and she hits that right on the nose, and it's bang bang, and you're sitting 1, and that yellow almost kicks out for second shot. So maybe Kate did know what she was doing there. Got to give her credit.
Sure. Yeah, great shot. Yeah, it reminded me of the old 5-pin bowling days in Kingston, Ontario. So
that's right.
We will take a break after 5 ends of play. 2-1 with Skrlik leading Cameron.
Hey, Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety Online Course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
That come from?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, good shot there, Terry, by Kayla Skrlik to secure her one point. It was looked like about a 4-rock raise takeout. Very nicely done.
Yeah, and I really like.
We'll see it again here.
I like the selection. For me, I thought the other one suited my eye better, but this is just yellow onto red onto yellow onto red.
Yeah, almost turned that into a deuce, which I didn't.
I really did.
Yeah,
I didn't think. I didn't think the deuce was even in the cards.
No, I wasn't either. I never really considered that at all. It was only a couple inches away from making that. So anyway, I don't even know if they were thinking it, but when everything hit and started to move, it looked like, wow, this could turn into 2 here.
But you know what? I think Kate thought it might have been possible because again, just the shot that she played, right?
Yeah.
She was quite intent that this was that red rock on the, I don't know, it was full 12 or might have been biting the 8. What needed to go, and if she didn't, that could have been 2. And if we're talking about the ifs, maybe a 3.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a little conversation here.
Yeah.
Kind of a game plan in place here.
Yeah, I think this is just more a question of the level of aggressiveness that they want to play. Certainly, Skrlik's got one behind, a centerline guard, and Kate's got I guess we'll call it a corner, and definitely not thinking about coming around the center and shrinking the rings real quick. But I like this call. You use that rock of yours to go around and turn the house over and back to Skrlik.
It's going way out there.
Yeah.
Kenzie, and I still haven't figured out if it's Elias or Elias, but Kenzie Elias, and we're going to go with that. That rolls off the tongue easier. So,
and that's the way I would have pronounced it.
Okay, well, there we go. And we don't have any bosses here to tell us different, so we're doing that.
No, that's not quite true, Jimmy. We have an audience that they'll tell us.
Oh yeah, well that's okay. I like help from them.
Yeah.
That's actually how we get a lot of our pronunciations from the chat. Chat for sure. Minor, by the way, it's one of the other benefits of subscribing to the channel. You get to participate in the chat, and we love to hear from you. Everybody likes to hear different opinions and different shots and calls and whatever else you like to know and talk about. Curling related, of course.
Yes, and you know what? It's not like we're exclusive to the country of Canada. We have people from all across Canada, but we also have, people from the States, and even tonight we have somebody from Australia. We often get a lot of people in the chat from the continent of Asia.
Yep.
And it's much appreciated. So this is an intern by Mackenzie, coming around everything.
Yeah, she's sneaking by here. It'll be good.
Yeah, she's by.
Very nicely done.
Yep. And that changes the whole end around.
Yeah, he mentioned a friend in Australia that taken in the game, and right about now, they would be either having breakfast or lunch. It's going to want to be one of those. We never quite figured out how many hours it was, but it's going to be one of those times for him to be eating.
Be a late lunch for sure.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be, what do we figure, 13, somewhere around 13 or 14 hours difference. So we're going to look at another highlight here.
Yeah, this is a really good shot here by Taylor, making a double peel. Now she does stick around, but rolls enough off that that might be able to be utilized by Team Cameron at a later date in the end.
Yeah, went to a perfect spot, right?
It really did, because I mean, I know that people say, "Oh, it's a guard, it's an easy shot." Well, guards need to be precise, and they need to be placed in a good position, so that if you sometimes you want to keep a lot of space between the top of the house and your guard, and other times you want to get it very, very tight. And so yeah, these things aren't just gimmies. And I don't know how many times well, the teams that I've played with over the years, I mean, my lead would tell you that, oh no, Terry's throwing a guard, and it's true. Like, I hate the guard. It's the worst for me. It's the worst shot in curling.
Yeah. So Ashton Skrlik now is throwing a guard. A pretty aggressive call, really, for Skrlik. They're just leaving the yellow one at the back, which would be difficult to hit right now, but thought she might look at possibly peeling the corners or coming around the corners, but she's going to throw the guard instead. Got to curl a little bit more, I think. I don't think you want to leave that side open.
Yeah, see, that's real good.
That should be pretty good.
Kate has got two options: to peel it, force force Team Skrlik to replace it, or play this quiet and see if she can't get half a rock, because it does finish nicely, and roll in behind the yellow wall there that she's got set. I would have thought she would have taken a little bit more ice, but again, this is where knowing your team really helps too. Like, if you know somebody pops it, or this is on the guard though.
Yeah.
I didn't think she had enough ice, period. But no harm, no foul, really. I mean, we were talking about, does she peel the guard, force Kayla to replace it? Well, she didn't call that, but I mean, the error or the miss was doing exactly what she did. He didn't want to miss everything. I see Daniel Kaplan just joined us. Welcome, Daniel.
Yeah, from the Western USA, and be here for the last 3 ends or so. Guard going up.
A little earlier. It's a little earlier there than where we are, but probably pretty close to the same time, mountain time.
Yeah, that's not a good one, Terry. That's similar shot what she just had, but she has a lot. She even has quite a bit more room as far as the guard being a lot higher, and Kate's got
But
kind of looks like about the
again,
same ice.
yeah, and I mean, I think you could, and I don't know what the weight call was, but I mean, do you really need to you know, I guess you want to remove it from the house, but you only need hack weight.
Yeah.
And this looks like, it's more than hack weight, and it's still gonna curl hard. So this is on the guard too.
I think they got quite a right read on that ice there. I got to believe they're fairly close on the weight they're trying to throw. So,
Yeah,
that,
that looks
that
like, about hack weight.
yeah, and after watching Brienne throw, and certainly not haven't seen her throw that much over the years, and not
Right.
this close and everything. But if she does anything, she pops it out a little bit. So she's certainly not getting tight on those. I definitely not the problem. I don't think it's either weight or ice. And
Yeah.
I think she could take a hair more ice.
Mm-hmm.
So guard will go up again. That was a good opportunity for Cameron on that one. She might get another shot at it here.
Just she might get it from the other side, but no, she's still got. I still think that she's got a shot at this. Wow. Little more ice.
Yeah, it is a little bit more. I think you can get right to the edge of the four there. And
Four? Yeah.
Yeah.
The key is not overthrowing this.
Yeah.
Oops. And we've got the hand in the air. This is maybe warmer than they thought. This looks way better line.
I was going to say the inside sweeper's there, so this.
I like this. I like this. Go hard on the sweep. You can't hurt it.
No. Very nice shot. Kayla was kind of asking her, take this, Terry.
Yeah, third time's a charm, though, right? Eh?
Yeah.
They had a little bit more ice. They're letting Kate know that we gotta we're good weight. It's all of what we called for, and I mean, and you can see they just squeaked by the guard.
Oh yeah, didn't go by a whole lot. No.
Great roll though. I mean, that's the beauty of that kind of weight to remove it. You're definitely going to stay around.
So Kayla thinks she can get that out though. Obviously.
Yes, she does. Yeah. And it's, as we look at it, it's hard to believe, that, I mean, I guess too, having played on all kinds of conditions, unless you're playing like on arena ice for the most part. I mean, we don't get a lot of curl.
No.
It's usually dished the other way into the middle.
Yeah.
It's like going out to the wings. You're going uphill.
I don't know if this one's going to get by. It will not.
No. Now Kate's got a big opportunity to, get not only get her deuce, but maybe a deuce plus one. Where are you going with this, Jim?
Oh, good question. I don't. You know what? I don't. I just don't really love that. I think I'm coming around the center one actually on the intern side. To probably bite the top of the 4 foot. You could certainly go over here. Then what are you going to do? What's Kayla going to do? Do you think she's going to go after that same rock? I don't think she can afford to do that. I think she's got to come around the center guard. Although it's
I don't think. I mean, I guess given how high that guard is, I mean, and you saw Kate. I mean, it took her 3 times, or the team 3 times to remove that rock. But I just think that no matter where she puts it, unless she just bites the top 4 foot, I mean, and you're playing with no margin of error.
Yeah.
I just think that this is probably the best place to go, and I think it gives you a better opportunity to score 2, for sure. I mean, Certainly, if even if you get to the tee line, or even just a little bit deeper, I think you might see Kayla, play the double and try and eliminate the three. But I think this is the best opportunity to get three. I
So
suppose you could argue.
you're thinking she may play the double off of the one that Kate's
Yeah,
throwing right now, no matter
yeah,
where it is.
yeah.
Yeah, and she
I
might
mean, I
if it's
suppose
over there.
going around, you know, the guard. You could argue, well, she could be playing for four, but
Oh no, I don't see the need to play for four. But anyway, that's a very
no,
good shot. That's exactly where she wanted it,
yeah,
and it will be interesting to see what Kayla decides to play. There's not a lot of great options here. Like it's the
no,
shot she
there
just
really
played.
isn't.
Yeah, shot she just played basically rolls pretty much probably wide open, or certainly not, if not wide open, still gettable for sure. So that's not great. The hit and roll off the one that Kate just threw is okay, but man, it's not exactly. Well, she's going to play that. I think there's not a lot room for error here. Like I don't know where this can end up that it can be good. So I don't know. I still think I'm going in turn around that high guard. I might probably going to kick myself later, but I just don't see any. If I could see an easy double or a real some sort of a relatively easy hit and roll or something, I would do that. But
Well, I mean, I think the only, well, I shouldn't say the only, but the good part of if you play that in turn around the center is that that yellow one might be a catcher
yeah,
for you if you play at it. But I like I just say, personally, I like the call. Um, Now she's got a hit for three.
a little unlucky with that ended up. That was a very good shot, very good effort, and it
Hmm.
could have been just a little bit less, a little bit more would have been a great shot. Unfortunately for her, she ended up in exactly the same spot where these guys have thrown multiple shots,
Hmm.
and Kate's going to throw it a little harder than Brianne was throwing it. Obviously, she's taking only half as much ice, but I think you want the three here. Your tendency might be allowed to
You're
make sure it
right.
goes
You're
away and get
right.
the two, but the three is a a game changer here.
Yeah, sixth end up two. Yeah, I really like the opportunity that you have to win the game. I understand that there's two ends still to play, but uh, you know, given the way the game's gone, and teams only been able to score singles. This could be a gut punch.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Cameron with an out-turn hit. She certainly was not wide. Going pretty hard on this.
They like it. They
Yeah,
like it.
they're good now, yeah. And will she hang around? She
Yep.
will hang around for three. So a big three-ender for Kate Cameron here. And end number 6 takes a 4-2 lead over Kayla Skrlik. And we'll come back after the break.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, custom chaos? One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Blister juice, freshly made your way.
just had to nose it, and she did, and that's a score of 3. You know, on a 6th end, that's a big end to score.
Do you think Kayla did the right thing with that, being so persistent on trying to guard that single rock in the house, especially with the yellow one behind it there? I was a couple of times I thought, I don't know if I would do this. I think I might be coming around a corner. I might want to get another rock in there somewhere. Because it's only going to take a half shot, as it did. I mean, they had 2-3 cracks at that thing. They finally made it.
Yep, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
With the 2-1 lead, I'm thinking I can live with the deuce if I have to, but I really don't want to. But anyway,
I'm like you. I might have tried to come around that corner, like choke off the corner.
Yeah.
But then, if Kate gets the, hit and flop, then, you're kind of in the same boat. But I just think that, she was all in. You could tell.
Yeah. So Jerry Lynn Ramsey here just come up a little short, trying to freeze on the yellow in the house.
And they overlapped them.
Yeah, not a good setup here for Skrlik right at the moment.
The only good news is that if she goes to remove the front there, that red one might come off the yellow one and run into the other red one over there, and might be able to navigate something, a red rock into the house.
Yeah, possibly. So Skrlik will probably go out and try to clean this up.
Yeah, she has to.
Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of choice. Not necessarily how she wanted to blow with this end, but
that's right.
You got to make sure that you can get in there. So she will like to get more than just that top stone, eh, Terry? She wants to actually make some contact in behind.
Yeah, and this is where you might see that red rock kind of spill off and
like that.
That's not the way she wanted that to all unfold.
No.
Now overlapped guards and sitting 2. Keeping in mind that there's potential double off the yellow one on the 12-foot.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't have your great setup for a last rock in this end right now. That's for sure.
No. And again, this is a game that Skrlik's got to win, really. I don't think you're getting into the playoffs with a 2-2 record here.
No, very good chance that you aren't. That's for sure.
And as you mentioned, last weekend, they didn't qualify either.
No.
And as I mentioned, this is a team that's got a spot in the Canadian Olympic trials. That's the big goal, and those are in December, I believe. And so they're trying to go through a process here where they gear up towards that date. I mean, it never hurts to be playing really good, but their target date to be firing on all cylinders is that Olympic trial.
Yeah, for sure. And we don't know the status of the 4th player either, and that's
right. Good point.
That's not.
And that's Margaret Fleming, right?
Margot, yeah. Yeah, November 22nd to November 30th, the trials. Here in Nova Scotia.
Your home province. Yeah.
Everything's pre-trials are here and the trials are here.
That's right. Yes. It's
kind of odd.
What are the pre-trials?
Well, they're before that one. I don't know.
Oh, Jimmy, you are right on. You're spot on at this hour of the night.
I know. Well, I had a hint with the pre-trial part with the word. I watched Jeopardy too, so.
Oh, dear.
Okay. Let's see if I can let you know that you cover me here for a minute.
I can do. We've got Team Skrlik now facing 2 yellow ones. Not a good setup. She has the hammer. She would like that front center line area free of rocks so that she, I mean, the big thing now is to ensure that she has a shot as she throws her last one, and you'd like to ensure that you have an opportunity to draw. And that's a pretty good stone in there that Kate Cameron's team has.
Yeah,
Like
it
I
really
mentioned
is.
earlier, like there is that possibility of playing that double. They're not even considering that at this point in time. They're looking at, how they can use their throwing stone to remove as many of those stones out front as possible. And so it's now, do we hit high side? Do we hit low side? Do we hit it on the nose? They're just going through all the scenarios here. Is what would be the best option to eliminate as many rocks as possible.
Yeah, this is a tough situation. I think that she needs to probably, if she can't get rid of all of those, she needs to at least hit that red one a little bit on the high side. So the yellows go and the red stays somewhere that she might be able to use it. But
this is close to doing something, but nothing in her favor.
No. Everything is close to doing something, Terry. Jeez.
Hey, the branch isn't very long today.
Oh no, I'm good. Anyway, yeah, well, you know what? It's better than it was. She does have a chance if she needs to come around the out turn, at least get shot rock. And I think probably she's coming around the out turn if this is another guard up there. Anyway, she's running out of time. I think she has to come around. And if she makes a really good shot, she might be able to move that back a couple of inches and get up. Still might be able to squeeze a 2 out of this. Pre-trials are October 20th to 26th on the site of another university. They're on the arena in the Andrew H. McCain Arena in Wolfville, which is on the site of Acadia University in Wolfville. So.
Gotcha.
Nice part of the country, nice part of the province, especially in October. Yeah. Not so nice in February, but.
So that's on the Atlantic side.
That is, it's kind of more on the Bay of Fundy side.
Yeah, that's right down at the.
Right in the valley.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
In the town of Wolfville.
Yeah. That's right.
So another peel coming here, which I guess maybe she feels she has to do. I don't know. I just feel like she's running out of time here.
Yeah, you're now kind of saying I'm going to try and use my skips rocks to do the skips deuce, and I'm like you. I think I might have tried to either go around that, or I would have maybe even. I don't think I would have played the double.
Double, yeah. Well, one of those though, I think, Terry, because really the shot she just played, unless she made the, multiple takeout on that, she was going to be in probably worse trouble now after this shot. Because I mean, now Kate can take everything she's got practically except for the double away from her. So.
Well, and now I think if you're Kate, you might be coming right in too.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah. Like she can come right around that to the top of the 4 foot fully buried, and if she wants to go that deep and really, really make it really difficult for Kayla. I don't know if that's the best shot. It might be better off to just be a guard, to be honest. She's got a 2-point lead already. If she scores at all, she's in good shape. So I don't know if it's wise to go in there and take a chance of maybe giving her a bit of an out or not, but it is wise for sure if she makes the double. That's for sure.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I guess I would ask myself, like, can I improve my situation by playing this shot?
Yeah.
Knowing full well that, I mean, Skrlik really, I believe, has got to now play the double. I mean, Kate could actually, kind of come down there and take that away.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Kate has to take this side away first, though. Although
She's got to get by that top one.
she's really, really close to
She's
hitting
not.
it.
Yeah.
She's actually made it slightly easier.
Easier, yeah.
Oh, you hate shots that when you're finished, the
I
other
know.
team's in better space, even if they're not, they're not out of the woods, but they're in a much better place now than they were before you threw it.
That's right. That's
So,
right.
and I've thrown, I think, 121 of those in my career, so I'm pretty sure they're not good. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, you don't want to help the opposition.
No.
And I feel that she actually did help Cameron a little bit.
Yeah, I think so for sure. I think Kayla, now she's like I say, she's certainly not out of the woods. She's got a heck of a hard shot, and to make a shot that Kate can't remove as well as getting shot rock. There's a lot of, you got to do a lot of things really well on this shot, but you have a chance. Like if she makes that shot, drops it short as a guard, or if she comes right around to the top of the 4-foot, whatever, you may not even have had anything. So
Yeah, and I said make Cameron shot a little easier, but I meant make Skrlik's shot a little bit easier.
Yeah, I knew that. So, and I just mentally telepathied that to everybody in the chat. So they.
Attaboy. Okay, got it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
This is gonna cut hard. It's gonna be in the open.
You don't want it to bounce off of that, yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That is really good, yeah.
Now, don't you discard it?
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, you can have another look. They're trying really hard to make them to get shot here, which is.
Wow, that ever dig in, eh?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I guess when you're down 2, you had to go to get shot. I was thinking, I don't know if I wanted to bounce even that much, but I guess I had to really try. So.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think just by, Kayla's looking, I think right now, if she can play the intern draw and get enough of that Yellowstone to, she only has to move it like, what, 1.5 inches, 2 inches?
Yeah, to score, yeah.
To score 2.
Yeah, I gotta believe you can. Again, it's a really hard shot, but everything's gonna be hard. I mean, you can play the thin double too, but the thin doubles, it's harder now than it was a minute ago. But let's see where Kate puts this one.
Yeah.
I don't know that this. I'm sure this is going to do a whole heck of a lot either, Terry. Yeah.
That's pretty good. I think she can still get to it, but
Well, I think the yellow though is for 2. Like right, like you can if you make this, shot is for 2, and the other shot's probably just going to be for 1 because.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. thing I like about that, they don't really take a ton of time. I mean, they've had a couple consultations, but for the most part, even this shot, this is like, this is a game-ending shot, basically, if you don't make it. So, well, not totally game-ending, but probably 95% chance, yeah. So, even this shot, they're not taking a ton of time. It's like, well, it's all we got. Let's make sure we put the broom where we need it and go throw it. I expect her to be just like back 4 foot, back 8 maybe most.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely have to get to the back 4 to move that. But, what surprises me a little bit is that, they didn't call a timeout a little bit earlier in the end and asked Shannon for her input here, because
that's what a lot of those coaches are there for. That's their, most of them.
That's
Right. This could be really, really
close.
good. She's probably going to score.
She's
just a little heavy. Yeah, that's a great shot.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. She scored 1.
Yeah,
that is super shot.
Yeah, just a little lighter. I think she maybe even gets a couple out of it, but
a couple,
you'll see it coming in here now.
Yeah, they sweep it to hold it out there, and then realize that they got to carve it a bit.
Yeah,
but they move it enough for 1.
Yeah, great shot by Kayla Skrlik. Kept herself in the game. with a single here in end number 7. She will go to end 8, trailing 4-3 to Kate Cameron, and we'll be back right after the break.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Moe, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and off-break curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock!
Well, we're back for well, I shouldn't say the final hand. I almost said final hand, Terry, but we're back for the 8th
good
hand.
catch.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have been cursing somebody or not. So, back for the final hand here with Kate Cameron with a tight 4-3 lead over Kayla Skrlik. Been a pretty good game for the most part, I think, Terry. It's certainly been entertaining and close.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody likes a close game.
Yeah.
And what a tremendous shot by Kayla to get her one to be only one down, because I think there was an opportunity for Kayla to even get 2 there. It would have been ultra precise, but I mean these teams that are kind of vying for an Olympic berth here, they can all throw it. I mean, there's no wannabes here.
No.
Well, there is. There's wannabe Olympic Olympians, but
yeah. Well, doing a lot of watching on this one. It's a little bit deep, maybe, but
yeah, but touch the center line and
it'll work. So Kate Cameron will come right around, and probably Kayla will come around in some form or fashion, and then Kate will peel those two. Try to peel those 2 guards. That'll be the process, I think, for the next 3 shots.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, just on a personal level, I might have tried to raise my yellow one in and roll away, roll offs.
On this shot, you mean?
Yeah, no, on Kate's this one of Kate's, I might have, raised my yellow one in and
okay.
Rolled the shooter over a little bit, because I'm wanting to, it like you mentioned, like those rocks came a little bit close together, and it seems like a pretty natural peel.
It does. So we're going right around anyways. Jerry Lynn Ramsey throwing an intern come around, try to get to basically T-line. Partly guarded or fully guarded.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It might be light. Yeah, I was going to say it might be a little early to go right to the button, but it won't matter because it's light. And now
took that draw
Kate
away
can start.
A little bit.
Yeah, Kate can start ripping.
So looking to make the double here. If she makes a double, she's probably going to, or quite possibly going to lose her. Use the
Shot
lose the
rock.
rocket. Shot rock. Yeah. Sorry, I was confused on what color I was looking at for a minute, but the guards are the problem for her right now.
Yeah.
Nothing else. So
Yeah, trying to hit half a rock is. But this thing's curling hard. Oh, she's going to be okay. Nice shot.
pretty
That's
much
what she
cleared
wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, another look at it.
A lot of weight. She can throw it.
Yeah. Pretty much exactly what they were looking for.
Yep.
That's if Kayla Skrlik had been able to get around that on the shot before, at least she'd be sitting at the back of the, back of the 4-foot here and looking to play a guard, but she isn't. So now she hasn't got a lot to work with. They're gonna play the hit here, I think. Which, again, I don't. She confuses me a couple of times tonight with some of the shot selection. I don't know exactly why you would ever hit this right now. And unfortunately, rolled right to the gap. But regardless,
Never playing it. Yeah, you're playing the front one all day, I think.
Yeah, I just thought the best you were going to get out of that really was going to be close to the top of the 4-foot. Probably not in the 4-foot, but close. And I don't know that was going to be good enough. I don't. Anyway,
how much do you think that biter over there on the wings influenced the call? I mean, I'm saying it wouldn't influence me at the time, but I mean, but we're not, out there on the ice either, and sweating and puffing and puffing.
Yeah. Got lucky with the. Didn't get lucky, rather. Skrlik got lucky. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have thought it would have influenced a whole lot there. I think that was still the shot to play, but.
Yeah.
And we have, Cameron with hammer here, so none of these rocks are a problem. The problem is that there's 3 of them, and if you ever do miss a shot, there's going to be 3 of them. That's the problem. So Skrlik's looking to throw in the corner here.
Yeah. Again, I'm just surprised, we don't have a timeout, to talk to somebody who's been there, done that numerous times. Shannon Kleiberg.
Yeah. I'm sure they have a rationale behind what they're doing here, and I understand now that sometimes in the last end, teams don't just keep throwing center line guards and have everybody blast them away. They'll go around a corner or whatever just to at least be able to sit a couple. But I fail to see why you play this shot. I don't see how you're going to make anything better here with that. But anyway, she did guard it. I think I'm putting that one. My point is, I think I'm putting that back a little bit closer to the center line there.
Honestly, I think the best spot for that was, Kate's side of the ice there. You don't have to bite center line, but I think that's where it needed to be, as close as possible to the center line.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Just, I know they still might peel it, but.
Yeah, Kate. I mean, in theory, Kate's peeling it and saying I can draw, I can draw the 4-foot. I mean, I think and we've had numerous discussions with my teams over the years. What do you need? And I used to always say, I need the 4-foot. I just give me a piece of the 4, and I'm on level playing field. I'm feeling good. And I played with Jeff McCready one year, and like he just said, he threw. I skipped. He threw last rocks, As
Yeah.
long as you left him the pin, he was fine.
Yeah. Yeah. See from Brockville? That Jeff McCready, yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't sweep this anymore.
Our broom just come off. Broom head.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it broke or.
Oh no. Connor, you're gonna have to give us more than that 1.2 seconds. We can't figure out those replays.
Yeah, one of us has to fall off our chair first.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're Kate Cameron, what's the scoop, Terry? What are you playing?
Yeah, I'm getting rid of this. I'm getting rid of that one
That
that we
card,
just
yeah.
threw. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't really know anything else that can be better. I think, yeah, you know what? I probably would be. It's interesting because the rock that at the high up there, just biting the top of the 12-foot, probably poses a better guard for Skrlik than the one that she just threw, because I think that she can get closer to the pin behind that rock than she's going to be able to ever get behind the long corner, to be honest. I know it's close, but the ice curls, we know the ice will curl really hard. So there's getting behind it or 3/4 behind it is not, it's not unrealistic. So, but having said that, you know, that would mean you'd have to go peel that off and then she'd come around this again, in which case now she would be closer. So who knows? I don't know. Anyway, it's a pretty good setup for Kate Cameron right now, no matter how you shake it.
Well, if you shook it, then I don't know that you would need to shake it.
Yeah, you might not. No, but I like to rattle and roll, so it goes with it, right?
Yeah,
Can't
I
shook,
know.
can't shook, rattle and roll. You got to shake, rattle and roll. So
That's right. That's right.
must be late here, is it? What time is it? Yeah. 12:23 here in the East Coast. So ooh, Jerry Lynch should have
Yeah, I
swept
mean,
that. That would have been right behind the guard. Anyway, knocked from the other sheet. So she's going up front again, I assume. So assuming she puts us up here and Kate decides, okay, I got to peel it again, then are you going in, turn around that rock that I was just talking about? Probably, eh?
If you're
She
Kayla,
peels us up. Yeah.
yeah, I think you have to.
I mean, the plan here is sit at least 2, so that if she ever hits something and rolls out, you're gonna.
Well, right now she's hitting 3.
Yeah. Yeah. I want 2.
Now this will be
I don't know,
interesting to
so-
see what Kate does. You know, again, do you call a timeout? Do you bring in Derek? Because I was just going to say, I think Kate's going to be tempted to play this double. And and the only reason I say that is because, like you were talking about, I think that's the rock that you can bury behind and be closer to the 4-foot.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the only problem with
definitely
playing this, they're gonna have a chat about it.
Yeah, and even if you don't make the double, like even if you don't make it, you go ahead and play it, you don't make it, you're still not looking at anything worse than a piece of the 4-foot wide open draw to the 4-foot, right?
The only problem is if you ever just roll it onto the rings to the center line. You know, now you give her something to come around. So I mean, I mean, if there's, I can't see any way Kate's drawn, you know, the out turn, they like to the edge of the 4-foot, on the around the rock that on the side that Kayla just threw. But I could see this double all day, just knowing how Kate tends to play. I know a lot of people that, kind of in my curling world, that, they would look at it as I want to practice my draw weight.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and you know what? In her case, that's not a horrible thought, because she hasn't really thrown many, and she hasn't been super successful on a couple of ones she did throw. So,
mhm.
yeah, but I don't know. I think you got to keep it simpler than that. I think to me, I'm with you. I think I'm going to try to. The only thing could ever go wrong if you try to double off that top one, hit the top one and the one in the 8-foot, is it jams on the one out in the 12 and rolls back into the 8-foot. But that's as far as it's going to go.
Yeah.
It's not. It's going to be wide open in the 8-foot. It's not like it's going to be a major problem. So.
Well, and you know what? And you're at Skips Rocks, and I mean, um, so many factors come into play. Really, it's not always what's the right shot. It's the shot that you think you can make, and you
Yeah.
know, to make the shot that she's calling, you have to play the intern. Well, if the intern's not your kind of comfort zone with hitting, then maybe you don't play this shot.
Yeah.
Um, what do you want to leave for yourself? If you are super confident in your draws, maybe you do throw the draw um, around. It really is about where you're at in the game, the ice conditions, everything. I mean, so
Yeah.
many factors come into this. I can remember coaching, and so many times, and I'd hear behind me, "Oh, this isn't the right shot." Well, it's the right shot for the game situation. Like, the conditions are terrible. Like, who'd want to throw a draw here? You know?
Yeah. So Kate Cameron throwing what we think is a double attempt.
Gonna have to curl. Gonna have to curl.
Gotta hit it. Whoa. It probably did enough, but man, she came close to missing all of that.
Yeah.
So Kayla Skrlik's going to throw my least favorite shot ever in curling, and that's that. Throw it to the 12-foot, top of the 12-foot, on the center line. And
See, I think
I just never loved this shot, but she
Yeah,
might have to do it
and
this time, but still.
again, there's never any consideration, to bring Shannon out, which again just surprises me. There. Thank
Yeah.
you. I just think, again, you have that experience, and it's not like you're on a clock. I get it, but I think that Shannon's input can be so valuable here, just in terms of, settling everybody down. Like, let's get in, let's focus on one shot, and just talk it right through. I mean, I personally like um, grabbing I guess, on the left side of the center line. That would be my choice. And if I could walk it down, I'd like to throw it full 8-foot.
Yeah. Full 8-foot where? On the center line?
Center line, but on the left side as we look at it.
As we look at it right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I say, if I could walk it down, just full
Yeah.
8-foot. I mean, you cut the rings, her space down. I just shouldn't say you force her to the out turn around the guard, or around the one, but I mean, it's just so she can't hit it, stay shot. I mean, because we do know that Kate's preference is to play the hit. And you know what? I guess go back to when she played third for Marg Englot there, when they lost to Rachel in the finals of the Scotties. I mean, she just threw it so well that week. And I never got the sense that, she was afraid of the draw at all. And it just seems that, ever since then, as a skip, it just hasn't been her strength, and
Yeah.
you don't want to come into the full forefoot, because that's what Kate's doing. So I think you just might have let Kate off the hook here.
Yeah, I think you left her the shot that she wants to play. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was
actually,
my point.
She was actually better off coming up short of the rings on that
Short,
shot.
yeah, I think so.
And then Kate really would have been forced to play the draw, because there would have been nothing really that she could hit.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree. So a
Now, Kate
reminder
has
oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no, just because mind you, Kate has to hit this and stay for sure.
Yeah. Just a reminder, everyone, that Championship Sunday goes tomorrow. Starts at 8:30 Mountain Time with a couple of games. Terry Corbin and I will be doing one of them. So if you absolutely love that, you could come and listen to us again. And if you didn't, the good news is there is another game at 8:30 that you don't have to
you have
listen to.
options.
Yeah. That'd be the quarterfinals at 8:30, and then 12:45, and the finals at 5. That's all in local time, Mountain Time. So one more full day of curling should be exciting. Final rock here.
Here we go.
And number 8, Kate Cameron coming out really slow. I think that was slower.
Yeah, that looked light.
I think that was.
We're really gonna have to go. We're really gonna have to go. Gonna have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nicely done by Kate Cameron. I think we had a little fool with the way the camera came up. Camera kind of operated in slow motion or something there. So, yeah, it doesn't take a lot to confuse us. So, anyway, so Kate Cameron pulls off a victory here and goes to 4-0 in the round robin portion of the Saville Grand Prix. Kayla Skrlik drops to 2-2 and probably won't be making the playoff round, but we'll see Kate again, and we'll see all of you. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you taking in the game this evening, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow when we return to Edmonton for the Championship Sunday of the Saville Grand Prix. For Terry Corbin, myself, Jim Nix, and Connor Sims in production, thanks very much for joining us on Curling Stadium, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.